Guys, we've made it. Episode 100. 100.
There you go. Throwing out my gang signs.
Oh, don't.
It looked like he definitely looked like the kid on the small bus with his gang sign there. Yeah, guys, this is the Super Co-op Squad video game podcast. We are at episode 100. We've officially made it. We've been doing this for 2 years running now, and damn. I'm your host, Johnny Mack. I'm here with my friends, fellow hosts who made it to 100 plus, but officially, as far as core episodes, 100. Garrett Laney.
Hello, I'm here.
Looking good for a man of 100.
Thank you. You know the secret is lots of Taco Bell.
Okay. What, chalupas or?
Chalupas, cheesy gordita crunch every time. Every time I go there, cheesy gordita crunch.
And that extra taco you got to get with it because it always comes with the taco.
It does come with the taco.
You get that taco soft.
I wish I could just get a burrito, but no substitutions at Taco Bell.
Not like that. Only soft or hard taco. And the man who, I don't know what kind of tacos he likes, Joshua Gerard.
Ones without cheese, that's what we the hundos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. So we are the Super Co-op Squad. We love video games. Every single week we sit down together as friends, as gamers, have a darn good time talking about games, the latest news, trends, talking about what we're playing, and just generally laugh it up and have some fun. Before we hop into our content, to always protect you from anything that you may not want to know about, we give you a spoiler warning. And it's not just any spoiler warning. It's a terrible spoiler warning.
And have I got a terrible spoiler for you guys?
It better be epic.
What you got?
It better be hundo epic.
Okay, well, it's not that bad. Anyway, in the movie Wreck-It Ralph, because, video games and stuff, and Wreck-It Ralph 2 is coming to theaters soon, turns out King Candy is Turbo.
Dastardly.
I gotta be honest, I didn't see it coming.
Tricked everybody.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah. The moral of that story, though, is not actually a very good one. Like, the whole thing about it with Vanellope, not that I don't like the movie, but, they shun her because she is a glitch.
Yeah.
And she is not, a princess like them, or she's not, like, cool like them.
Glitches get stitches.
Then at the end of the movie, it turns out that she is the princess of the entire game, and now they like her.
Yeah.
So they didn't actually like her for her. They didn't learn anything. Her status changed, and so they accepted her.
To be fair, with her new status change, she could just order an execution on everyone who didn't like her.
Yeah, but that's more about her character.
That's a good reason to be nice to her.
Well, I mean, sure, right? But like,
fake it till you make
I get it.
No one. There was no moral. It wasn't even like she stood her ground, and thus because of that, they accepted her literally. I'm a princess now. Oh my God, she's a princess. Respect her.
I think the moral of that movie actually comes from Ralph himself. That even though you're built for destruction and everything, and everybody hates you, you bypass through that, and you show that you can do good.
Yeah, for the A plot, but I mean the B plot of her story. My wife left that theater actually very upset about that.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Because think about what kind of message that's sending to little girls. Like, it's fine to be yourself if you're a princess. That's kind of what it's saying.
We'll see what happens in Wreck-It Ralph too. I think things go different.
And that was today's spoiler warning.
Yep. Cool, but that's our spoiler warning. We're hopping into it, so be warned, beware. So before we get into our show, I know that it was important for the squad just to chat for a few minutes about getting to 100 episodes. What that has looked like over the course of the last 2 years. When we randomly decided at my baby shower for my son Grayson to do this. So, I think you wanted to chat about it, Joshua.
Yeah, I think it's a long way because doing something like this takes a lot of time, takes a lot of commitment, and it takes a lot of trust when you're putting your faith into it can be one other person like, hey, we're going to come up with an idea and let's really take this away. And we could have did it for a week and then just like quit. We all kind of took up ownership on doing different things. And Johnny, of course, we mentioned before, we appreciate you really spearheading the idea, learning the audio, and getting us pretty much from the ground up.
Yeah, started.
But one thing, do you think we should let our audience know what ideas we came up with for names?
I mean, I can only really remember one.
The one that got shunned because it was already taken?
I mean, it didn't get shunned.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't feel we should do that, but...
Okay, that'll keep a secret.
We had definitely some other options.
As far as naming the podcast.
Yeah, and this one is definitely unconventional by any means. But I think it's fun, and it's not SEO, search engine optimized or anything, but it's definitely, I think, something that we thought was good just because we're here. Like, we're a group, we're cooperative, we're a squad, and
we're
super, yeah.
Yeah, because 3-player co-op is just bland as hell.
I would have taken that if it wasn't already taken by someone else. Since you dropped one, like, I wasn't going to drop one, but you did.
I mean, I want to drop mine. Mine was the good one.
All right, go ahead.
We were going to be called The Other Castle.
So, give you about 5 seconds here to kind of think that through.
Did you get it?
So, yeah, if you didn't get it, it is a reference, a very sly reference to Mario. As in, every time you defeat a level and you go to find Princess Daisy.
Toadstool?
Well, at first she's Daisy, right? And then Toadstool. And then in Super Mario on, I think, Game Boy, she's Daisy. And then way later she becomes Peach. But anyway, in those earlier days, they would always say, sorry, Mario, your princess is in another castle. So
we were going to be the other castle.
The other castle where we got your princess, dog. We got your girl. Yeah, so go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah, it was taken. So one thing I think we should...
Barely.
Yeah.
4 episodes or 3 episodes was like barely.
5 years ago.
So what was behind the idea? I don't think we've ever really discussed, at least for me, what was the idea for you to say, hey, I want to do a podcast with you guys?
I don't know. I listened to a lot of podcasts at that point, and they were enjoyable. And to be honest, there were 2 podcasts in general. The Command Zone, which is a Magic the Gathering podcast, and I Fanboy, a very old podcast, still going, 10, 12 years strong. Been doing it since damn near podcasts were around. And both of them, they have discussed, either because of listeners asking or just chatting about their own kind of start and success, that like anyone can do it. Like, if you got a passion for something, if you enjoy it, just hop in. You'll figure it out. Like, you don't need to have $800 of recording equipment. You need some basic stuff. They kind of gave their own, advice on maybe what to get, what not to get, things like that, just generalizations. But they said, if you want to do it, you can. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I can talk too much probably. So let's see what this is like.
And it literally was, hey guys, I'm thinking about doing a podcast. What do you guys think? and it took off from there. So Garrett, I'm curious, what is one of your favorite moments? Because we've got 2 years to go back on. So what's favorite moments, funniest moments?
Yeah, we've gone through a lot. We've discussed a lot, had a lot of fun. But to be honest, I think my favorite moment is from the top 5. Were we doing top 5 or top 10s at the
top 5? Was it the Genesis episode?
No, it was the Pokemon episodes where we discussed our favorite Pokemon and everything. That was always a personal favorite of mine. We started singing the Pokemon theme song and everything. Johnny and his stupid Shuckle.
Shuckle is one of the best Pokemon in history.
No, no one ever.
Just wait till they finally show his Mega Evolution.
No,
I don't think
that's
what
we're waiting for. Is Shuckle's Mega Evolution.
No, he's gonna be all shucks.
Yeah.
What about yours?
Honestly, I don't really think I have one. I mean, I think I just enjoy those moments where everything's clicking. We're having a lot of fun, and the show's not very scripted. I know some podcasts are down to the minute, like a lot of scripting. Some are just very loosey goosey. We've got a guide a little bit, so some broad strokes and outline, and from there we just chat, and the development of kind of how each of our roles has progressed, and kind of the niche that each of us fill has been cool to see as far as getting better at this.
If you remember, like our beginning episodes, like the audio was crap. Was not good.
Yeah, we just didn't have a good flow to the show. We still have a lot of work to do, and I mean, I don't know if it's worth going into in regards to what we need to fix, but there are definite things, and that's every podcast. Like, I listen to podcasts now, and I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, like all those plosives. Like, why are you doing like all those, like fix that, bro? Like, come on. There's tons of stuff to fix. We have definitely some things, but it's a learning and growing experience with some buds, and it's cool.
Nice. For me, it's been a lot of fun. I didn't think that I would actually be committed. I mean, we commit once a week. a very specific time slot that works for all three of us combined because we all have separate lives. You have kids now, Johnny. So it's something that I enjoy, and I take that from my weeks. This is something I have to look forward to at the end. My favorite moment, or something that I always laugh at every time I think about it, was the top 5 Genesis episode, where I'm trying to explain that Michael Jackson's Moonwalker is one of the cooler games on the Genesis, and me trying to explain the game, Johnny loses it, and it's still just one of the funniest moments. Me trying to explain that you're Michael Jackson, trying to find kids to save them, and just going into detail about that is just. It was pretty bad.
Okay, you went into detail about it all wrong, though.
Yeah. You said everything you weren't supposed to say.
But that's what
Johnny
the game was. So
Okay.
it was all relevant.
Johnny found an opening, and
You went for it.
Yeah, and I think one of my favorite episodes as far as what we've done so far is when Chandler came and was a guest, because that was so much fun actually doing the trivia for that. And that's something that I hope we get to do in the future, is kind of bring on more guests and branch out a little bit more, because we are expanding. And thank you for you guys for listening, subscribing, and helping us expand that reach too. That's all I got.
Cool.
Let's
Hey,
get into the
let's
normal,
get
the
into
goody
show.
goody stuff.
Yeah, and for all of you who have been around since day one, and you name dropped. I just blanked.
Chandler?
You name dropped Chandler, Jesse Effendi, Joe Bryceworth. A few people who kind of supported us from the beginning. There's more.
oh yeah,
Quite a few.
But and all those people out there who are listening and maybe haven't written in or anything like that.
Calvin, big fan.
Yeah, Calvin. There's a bunch of you guys I can't think of at this moment because I'm on the spot and I don't have a list in front of me. But yeah, thank you for being here from 1 through 100 or wherever you hopped in.
Yeah.
If that's today, if today is your first episode,
What a great time to jump in.
Welcome.
Thank you for being. Yeah, so
Like, oh, these guys done 100. Okay, they must be doing something right.
right, they're still alive. So yeah, thank you, and let's hop into this.
I'm going to edit in a big Luffy hand.
That works.
Ugh.
So, as always, best and worst news of the week. So every week we discuss best and worst news from the previous 7 days or so. And we vote best that each of us brought, worst each of us brought. Kind of see where we fit. And of course, some of it's funny, some of it's awesome, some of it's sad, disappointing, or even just stupid.
Yeah.
Just stupid news, which
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna get into because I got
Oh,
some
yeah.
stupid news to discuss.
Oh, okay.
This is best and worst.
Worst first.
Yep, Garrett, you're up first because it's your turn.
Yeah,
Host.
So the worst for me this week. We're gonna go into more later. The XO 18 event.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole thing?
Okay.
was-
The whole thing.
No, damn.
Okay, let's not get into the specifics.
Pacifics.
Pacifics.
But in
Sorry.
general, what's the problem?
In general, when I think of like these kind of, I guess, press conference events or video game events, PSX, any Nintendo Direct, E3 obviously, but like here is Microsoft's moment to kind of expand and let everybody know what they're working on. And a lot of the announcements, at least to me, were very underwhelming.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
I don't necessarily agree with you. I think it was setting up for the future. They didn't give us a big bomb. We didn't get here's
They
The Last
sure
of Us
didn't.
2. We didn't get a God of War is coming back with a full reboot set in a whole different, mythology. But I think we got the future of Microsoft right now. And we'll definitely get into it because that's our topic for today. So you'll see.
Spoiler.
We talked about it at the top of the show.
Oh, yeah.
So they already knew. Worst of the week, Joshua.
My worst of the week, it's more saddening news because anytime we have something that is attached to our childhood stick around for a long period of time, it's bound to end. So Prima Games is no longer going to be here. Prima Games is shutting down. They were a big strategy guide publisher for years and years and years. Not my favorite choice in strategy guides, but they did.
No, that's Brady Games.
Well, that doesn't make sense anymore because like in 2012, Brady Games and Prima became one.
Yeah, but Brady Games is always my favorite. Always my pick.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Well, between pretty much Nintendo with their Nintendo games, Brady and Prima, like Brady and Prima, mostly Prima did almost like every AAA title or even B+ title, and they did everything. But in the world of digital, where everything is online, Wikipedia is everywhere, fandom forums and everything, like you don't need strategy guides anymore. Mostly people are just streaming it. That's your guide. So they're closing their doors soon, and it's kind of sad to see that go. There was a time where you couldn't get help on the internet. You had to buy a book or just try to skim through it real quick while your mom was browsing around Target.
I mean, yeah,
I have
go ahead.
something didn't make sense what you said. Like, I don't get it. What's a book?
It's a
Book.
So you know how you look at your screen on your phone and you scroll through it? You had to do that, but with paper that was stapled together.
You mean like a Kindle?
Oh, you mean like dead trees?
Did you say Kindle?
Like a Kindle Fire?
Or did you say Kendall, like Ken doll?
Like, dude, like a Kindle, like a Kindle. You know, like you can read like on a Kindle device, like that.
Yeah, but
Book.
You're an ass, dude.
You'd find them in libraries. Oh, where you store all your music?
No, that's a museum.
My movie library on Voodoo.
My Netflix account.
Yeah.
So that library.
Okay. I don't care that Prima's going down. It's sad to see a company and people potentially lose their jobs, but this was outdated for years.
It's one of those things. Like it is sad to see Prima go and really strategy guides go, but we've been in this world, this post-internet world for so long that things become obsolete as better things come along. That's just the way progression goes, the way technology goes. It's bound to happen.
Strategy guide.
Yes. Strategery.
Doesn't sound natural to say.
Strategi.
Okay, so my worst news of the week. It's you, IGN. IGN, you're my worst news of the week.
Wow, again.
Have they been on my worst news of the week before?
When the Dead Cells review.
Well, that was one person.
That's part of IGN.
He happened to
That's
work for that
different.
company, but he's saying the company is the worst news.
That's different. Like
Okay,
this is IGN completely.
What they do.
For the love of everything.
Don't shut us down, please.
They have no control over this podcast. Although if you'd like to hire us, I would not mind.
That'd be great.
I might make some great
edit this
changes.
out.
There's some things that I can bring. We can bring. Trust me on this. You annoy the crap out of me because I go to your website or I go to your app and I log on and I begin to scroll through the news and all I fucking see is Fortnite this, Fortnite that, Red Dead cheats, Red Dead cheats, Red Dead cheats, Red Dead hunting, Fortnite apps, Red Dead hunting. Like okay, make a tab for those things. Like whenever Comic-Con comes up or whatever, they have tabs for that. I just want to see the fucking news for the week. I want to see what's going on. I don't want to see IGN versus GameSpot in Fortnite. Like I get it. Like
I saw that today.
I get it. Like it's popular, but find a way for me to maybe like click something to remove things from my feed from you guys, because very, very soon I'm going to stop going to you for my up-to-date news. Now, you do a good job at usually providing the content, and sometimes you put your spin on it, which I don't like. That's not news when you give an opinion on the news article. If you want to give your opinion, you give it in a separate article. Whatever. I can parse that out. I can accept that. What I can't accept is trying to fucking scroll through and get news, and all I see are 35 Red Dead Redemption. It's not even good Red Dead, right? I know I'm ranting. I'm going to be done in 5 seconds. It's hunting, cheat codes, how to do this, Fortnite, cheats.
It's really
Fortnite.
what it is. If there's 20 slides, 19 are Red Dead and Fortnite.
I cannot stand it. Like
I mean, that's your guys' fault for not being big into Red Dead and Fortnite.
I'm just saying,
honestly.
like it's IGN. This is where they want you to go for your daily news for gaming. Provide me a way to just do that. Like if I just want to see just the news for the day and not your opinion articles, give me that option. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Sorry, Garrett. I might not be interested in finding all my secret map locations and all dinosaur bone excavations right now.
How to find the serial killer in Red Dead. Like I get it. It's cool.
The most exotic horse in the game.
How to defeat a legendary alligator.
I mean, I hear where you're coming from. I think when it's for me, it's something that's like I have no interest in, which I guess is kind of the Fortnite aspect of it anyway. For you, but like when like some conventions going on that I don't care about, or like I'm just straight up jealous I'm not there. Like I don't want to see it. I don't want to see New York Comic Con. Get off my feet. I'm not there. You know. I can kind of see. I still see news articles and content that I'm looking for, but Then again, I spend a lot of time scrolling.
Or have
it's
you ever
way down there.
Have you ever clicked movies and games pop up? I'm like, I went to the movies tab. Why am I seeing stuff on Red Dead 2 in the movies tab? What is that? What the hell?
No, I never click on the movies tab.
Or click on games and you find things on like things that you don't.
I'm gonna be real honest. I forgot there were tabs. I always just go to latest.
It bothers me, bro. Like, and honestly, I would have switched already, but Kotaku does not have an app. Nope. They used to, and if you had it, you can still use it. But if you didn't keep it on your device, you can't download it now.
That's ridiculous.
And I don't like GameSpot's app.
Yeah. Garrett,
Okay.
imagine if you were on Facebook and all you saw were people posting about sports.
Oh, you mean like whenever
nothing
sports
else.
Happens?
Even when not sports happens.
Oh, okay. When
Like
not sports
LeBron James
happens.
in the offseason. Where's he going to go?
Yeah, that's when I started unfriending people.
Yeah, that could be a thing. Okay.
All right, let's
By
vote.
the way,
Let's
make
vote.
sure you accept my friend request.
Wow.
Now I'm going to... because you unfriended me? Is that a thing?
Talking about sports. So for me, I will be voting for the Prima games. I see where you're coming from, Johnny. I don't quite agree. It doesn't annoy me to that extent. I see it, but it doesn't annoy me as much.
It's fine. It's fine.
But Prima games, it is sad to see go. Makes sense though. But that's the saddest thing.
Thanks for voting for me. I vote Johnny's thing because I literally had that problem like an hour before recording. And I was like, I haven't actually looked at IGN. Let me just kind of scroll through. It was literally all Red Dead, Fortnite, Xbox event, had 2 slides, and then it was more Red Dead and Fortnite.
And you know what else sucks is like you scroll past and then like you go for a while and then they put the article again.
It repeats. It
Yeah.
literally repeats everything you scrolled through.
Yeah, like stop it. What was your thing, Garrett? What was your thing?
Just XO18.
Yeah, I'm voting for the Prima Games thing. Like I don't actually care about Prima Games going down, but like I don't think that the XO18, the Microsoft event, was bad. So
Fair enough.
There's that.
I win.
Yeah, so that's a win for your worst of the week. All right, best of the week, Garrett. What do you got?
So best of the week, I thought was something really cool that gamers did.
Cool.
On November 11th at 11 a.m., Battlefield 1 players stopped firing at each other to commemorate the end of World War I. A video of this was captured and put on the Reddit, and EA Dice's John David Hassel tweeted the link. So I just thought it was a really cool thing that gamers in this competitive kind of I want to win game were able to just kind of stop firing for a couple of minutes and just kind of really kind of reflect on the past and the end of the war.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool.
I mean, not everyone stopped shooting.
Right.
Because it's the internet.
There's bozos, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it was really cool that a lot of people...
EA just stops all gunfire and they just control it. You just can't shoot.
If you want to shoot, it's going to cost you $2.99 per bullet.
For a bullet.
Per bullet.
Damn. Okay.
So that's my best.
My best news. So I'm a fan. I have this Dragon Ball fandom kind of going on in this last year.
It's been a while since you dropped the hyperbolic time chamber reference, though.
Yeah. It has
Like, it's been so long, I just got out of the hyperbolic time chamber.
So they released a 3rd trailer for Broly, for the Broly movie coming out for us at the beginning of next year. And sometimes you just get spoiled because you're scrolling through news feeds and it just shows up. So if you haven't watched the Broly trailer, this is going to spoil it for you. So Vegeta actually has a Super Saiyan, he has Super Saiyan God form in this movie. And he hasn't acquired it yet up to this point. So I'm just like totally pumped just because of that. And the rest of the trailer, they showed up, a few different cuts. And it's just so good. Like, I cannot wait to see this movie. It looks really good. And they've shown different animation style cuts. They really show Broly just going berserk a couple different times. Like, it looks awesome. So I'm going to go watch it dubbed and subbed.
Wow.
If I can.
There you go.
If we get a sub version, like, because that version's coming out the end of this year in Japan and wherever else. If we get that, I'm definitely going to watch that. And then I'll rewatch it in English.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
yeah, super hyped about it.
Nice. My big news is that 8-Bit Dough, they are making a wireless GameCube adapter where you can plug in your older GameCube controllers and use them on the Nintendo Switch when Super Smash Bros. Ultimate releases. So I like that a lot just because I know I will have access to the Nintendo version GameCube adapter, but it's also nice to get a Bluetooth version and be able to not have to worry about wires and cables, other than, of course, the fact that you have the wire connecting to the Bluetooth dongle thing, but it just sits on your lap or on the side of you. So I like that a lot.
Well, I mean, you still have to connect the the GameCube controllers to the adapter.
Right. So, but that adapter just sits next to you because it's wireless.
Yeah, it's not going to really go anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's going to sit next to you on your lap or whatever. So
Okay.
I'm down for that.
Okay. My question is that going to affect latency at all?
I mean, let's think about it, right? Like, if it does, and it probably does a tiny little bit, we've all accepted it for PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, but we will know the difference in Smash Brothers if there's a latency between doing it wireless versus just connecting it to the dock or something.
I mean, perhaps, but I don't think most gamers, I'd say hardly any gamers, could tell the difference in latency between using a wireless PS4 or Xbox One controller compared to a wired version, right? Like, could you tell that difference? I don't think I
don't
could.
try to look for it, but I'm just saying, I'm just hoping that it's not that much of a difference where we realize it and then it renders it useless for us that try to play competitively.
Yeah, I just don't think that's a possibility. Like, if we can't notice it playing Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom on Xbox One, we're not going to notice it on Smash Brothers, I would imagine.
We'll see. I mean, Nintendo tends to do things different.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll find out in less than a month.
Cool. What's your vote, Garrett?
What was yours, Joshua?
Oh my gosh. Dragon Ball. Broly.
Dragon Broly.
Vegeta hype.
All right, I'll be going Johnny's because I'm really hyped for Super Smash Brothers.
Cool.
Dragon Ball's cool and all, but I'm not in it, like quite as much as you are.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a Garrett. What's yours, Garrett?
Mine was the Battlefield, and they stopped
That's
shooting at each other.
That's cool. I'll take that one. It's cool. Little nod.
You guys have given me two choices that just are meh for me.
Isn't that always the case for you?
Yeah.
Not that often, actually. No, it's not that often that case. I literally don't know what you were talking about. Like, what's yours?
I literally just said it to Garrett.
I don't know.
It's a bad start for 100. Broly. Vegeta hype. Super Saiyan God form.
This is just par for the course. It's just normal 100. Yeah, I don't care about Dragon Ball Z. So your thing gets it, Garrett. I vote for yours purely it's a cool sentiment, but I just don't care about Dragon Ball Broly.
You know what? Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. You didn't lose.
Almost. Almost.
I didn't lose either. So
Well,
yeah.
You lost,
But I won the first one.
but you lost the second one.
Yeah, but I
You
won today.
you're 1-1 in the win-loss column.
And yours.
I am 0 for 2. Yes, I am. All right. Well, that's
All right.
best and worst news of the week. All right. Main topic. Microsoft's XO 2018 or XO18. This was their pretty much press event in Mexico City. They detailed a lot of the upcoming content that they're going to be releasing, new plans for Xbox Game Pass, as well as new acquisitions for studios that they'll be bringing into the Microsoft gaming division fold. So we'll break down kind of what we thought of it and some of the details of what it is specifically for you out there. So as we just discussed, this is one of their press events. And they dropped what I felt were some interesting pieces. So Microsoft is finishing up the final touches on acquiring Obsidian and In Exile Entertainment. Both of those are independent video game development teams. Obsidian, of course, is renowned. Yep, that's right. For their strong RPG background, games like South Park: Stick of Truth, Pillars of Eternity, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 2, and of course Fallout New Vegas, among other games. These boys and girls know how to make a good RPG. In Exile Entertainment, I'm not as familiar with their content, but I know that they are also in the RPG area. So this is a big deal, I think, for Microsoft, because one of the areas, even back on the heyday of original Xbox 360, one of their falling down points was they didn't have great RPGs, right? Like, there were third-party developers who were making Disgaea, they were making Persona, the branch off of Shin Megami's, right? Like,
yes, but always PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. Most of the Tales games, Microsoft's never had that, so this is big.
Yeah, so this is probably the only announcement that I somewhat care about out of this thing, just because I know Obsidian has made some great RPGs. So I'm glad they're kind of, well, I don't want to say secured, because have them make one bad game, and then Microsoft's like, might put you on the back burner for a bit, doing the old classic EA.
That would be a Fallout.
Good job. That was good. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
But I am looking forward to what Obsidian brings to the table next. But that'll be in 4 or 5 years, something like that. They got to make the game.
Right. I think you make a good point, and that's something I'll definitely get into. As I said in the beginning, this is Microsoft future-proofing. This doesn't solve any issues today. Like, this is something for years from now. Maybe high hopes, 2 years.
Yeah.
But okay, cool.
So I looked up a couple things. NXL Games is known for doing Bard's Tale games and Wasteland.
Okay, Wasteland's fairly popular. I believe they are actually working on Wasteland 3. You sparked my memory there. I don't know Bard's Tale too well, but Wasteland is a good game.
Bard's Tale, I think, was like an OG PS2 Xbox game, and there's been other Bard's Tale like spin-off games, but those are the two big names or names that they did. I didn't watch the event. I like some of the news coming out. I do side a little bit more with Johnny, where I do like the event, because this is something that Microsoft isn't known for doing, is having a separate event that's outside the realm of E3. And it's like, hey, this is our event. We're going to have some fun with it. We're going to do some announcements. This is what we're looking to do in the future. And it's good to see those type of things outside your Gamescom or your E3.
Real quick show of hands. Who watched the event?
Did you watch the event?
I don't see your hands raised out there.
Say map. No. Okay. How many of us watched the Nintendo Direct for Smash Brothers?
You did too. Put your hands up.
I would have a third hand for watching myself do the reaction for the Nintendo Direct.
I mean, I think just because it's a newer event, right, and it's not as popular, nor were we even aware beforehand what they were going to announce.
That's exactly kind of my issue with it. No one's talking about it. Microsoft may have made a mention of it, like, "Oh, we're having an event in for the weekend." That was it. Like, no one's like covering it. It's not. There's like no promotions for it. Pretty much, there's no material. If you catch my meaning.
Yeah. So it wasn't marketed very well at all.
There you go.
Like I too was not aware of it until I saw news for it, which is a problem, right? Like, you should be aware of an upcoming event or press release beforehand, especially if you are well versed in that community.
Yeah.
So you're definitely right. But I mean, I think the key thing is that they'll get better at these things, right? Because as you said earlier, they don't know what they're doing. They haven't done PSX events like Sony. They don't do directs like Nintendo.
Fair enough.
So they've got to learn that process.
Fair enough.
And I think part of it also too is I don't think they've had high expectations, because these, as you said before that we aired, these aren't like gangbuster announcements. They're not announcing, Last of Us, or like, here we're going to show off Halo, or here we're going to show off some new IP. Here's Conquer. You've been waiting for Conquer forever.
Yeah, it's nothing visual, right? It's nothing that you can look at and show a consumer. This is the next game. No one's going to go, oh, God, you showed me a picture of Infinity Ward and they're bringing next Call of Duty. Well, if you didn't show me anything for Call of Duty, I really don't care that Infinity Ward is being propped up. Same situation with Obsidian and in Exile. Keeping in mind as well, just very quickly, we've discussed this before. It's already been a few months, but this is in addition to their acquisitions of Undead Lab, Playground Games, Ninja Theory, which is big, Compulsion Games, and Microsoft creating an entirely new studio called The Initiative, and they are pulling a lot of grade A top tier development talent from around the gaming industry to build out this new team. So I mean, to me, that shows a lot of dedication to the future of the exclusive titles they're going to bring to Xbox.
I hope we've been discussing time and time again how Microsoft is just sorely lacking with exclusives.
We've been down this road before, Microsoft.
Many times, but they are. So far, a lot of news I've been hearing is, oh, we're buying the studio. We have that studio. We partner with this studio. That's great. Where are the games? You guys are a video game company. Where are the games? Where is anything that's not Forza?
Well, I mean, you're completely right. But we're asking that question, where are the games? And this is their answer. Because they don't have the studios that they have in-house to build out new games. What is 343 gonna make besides Halo? Like, they're completely ingrained in that. What is Call Coalition Games going to make besides Gears of War? Like, that's what they're making. They're churning these bad boys out every 2 or 3 years. That's their development cycle. They got to get new blood in there, and this is them doing that. I mean, that's the what other answer could we have expected when we're asking where are games?
Not canceling Scalebound.
See, I mean, but that's
not
the thing.
destroying Lionsgate.
That's the thing, right?
Oh, sorry, not Lionsgate. Lionhead.
Lionhead Studios. Yeah. That's the thing, right? We're looking at the thing with Lionhead and the Fable series and Peter Molyneux and all that with him going south. We're looking at Platinum Games and Scalebound getting canceled, but and Crackdown getting canceled / put on hiatus / pushed back / delayed
/ we forgot about it. Oh, that's right.
We brought it back. It's here. No, it's not.
When we worked on another game, I could have swore. Oh, you mean Forza? No, not Forza. Crackdown. Okay.
Forgot about that one. So I mean, we look at those issues. We go, oh, like, what are you guys doing? But honestly, I don't think those are Microsoft issues. Those were developer issues. For whatever reason, as much as people like Platinum Games, I don't think that they had their crap together for Scalebound. There were problems, and Microsoft tried to work through it, and it took too long. They canceled the project.
I disagree. Platinum Games knows how to make games. That's what they do. Microsoft asking for games sooner than they're ready or having higher expectations than what that company can do, that's a separate story.
We have no proof of
either.
We don't. Either.
I don't think that's what happened. I mean...
Again, we have no proof of it either way.
It's possible, but... It's possible that that's the other way, but Microsoft is asking for a product. They're giving money.
Yeah,
they don't have their hand in the development process. They don't have their hand, and I get a better sense of this because now my job revolves not necessarily around games, but around knowing the software development lifecycle, and I have to work a lot with development teams and front end, back end, and UI UX developers. So I see a little bit more of like how it works, and having a product manager, a project manager, a scrum master who's running the agile environment and in the development cycle. If they don't have their shit together, projects fall apart. And I'm not saying that's what happened because you're right. I don't know what happened behind the doors, but I do know that as the publisher, Microsoft doesn't have their hand in what's happening on that daily cycle of getting things done.
Yeah.
And when pushbacks happen, when delays happen, that's the developer. That's not the publisher. But you're right. It could have been Microsoft asking for more because ultimately you're right in the other sense that if Microsoft wants something done, it's not getting done in time because they're unrealistic. If they say, hey, get A, B, and C done, and they're like, sorry, like Scalebound can't be done in A, B, and C, it can get canceled.
Yeah.
But I mean, to have that happen for 3 or 4 projects, like, I don't know if that can be. I mean, maybe it is Microsoft, but
who's the common denominator, though?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. I mean, it's tough to say, and hopefully those things don't get repeated here. You got anything? No?
Nope.
Cool. So. Some more stuff. Crackdown 3 finally does get an actual release date with an actual day.
Again,
yeah. So it should be releasing February 15th.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah?
I don't care anymore.
I'm
and
right
that's
there
sad
with you.
because I was so excited for this game.
Yeah.
I don't
go back
care.
to playing Crackdown 1.
Yeah, so Crackdown 1 is getting a free release from, I believe, starting tomorrow all the way through November 30th. So
though that's good, I already had it.
Yeah.
So that's more no news for me.
I mean, but yeah, for those of you who have not tried it, it's a free game.
It's a great game.
And you're getting it from Microsoft at no cost to yourself.
Especially with friends.
Yeah, so, check that out. But yeah, I don't know if this is great news for Crackdown 3 getting released, and I just hope it doesn't get pushed back again.
If it does get pushed back again, it won't survive that. I'm surprised it's surviving this now.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I feel about any game that gets rough pushbacks, more than one. If you get more than one, your game's doomed. Because, like you said, Garrett, you don't care. The interest falls for it. You can't build hype and then deflate it and build it again. It doesn't work that way.
You guys get excited again? It's coming this time for real.
Right.
The last game to really lose out because of this was
Kingdom Hearts?
No. I think Kingdom Hearts will be just fine. Was Watch Dogs.
I mean, it's happened to Watch Dogs. It's happened to South Park and
yeah.
Stick of Truth?
No. Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, the Fractured Butthole.
Still a great title.
It is amazingly good. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is maybe the one game that somehow has been able to be the one off situation that has survived.
No, I think that's because they gave us 9 titles in between.
Yeah, I suppose that might help a tiny little bit.
And then they re-release it 9 different times.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if you're like, I don't know, enter X celebrity you like or musician. You guys ready to see blah 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 X enter XXX?
Oh, yeah.
I can't hear you. He's coming out. She's coming out right now. Make it loud. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, wait 5 minutes. Like the next time they try to do it.
Okay, they're really all right. They have their coffee break this time. They're ready to come. Can I hear you?
Yeah.
No, you gotta be better than that. Come on, hype it up. All right, here they go.
All right, hold on, wait.
All right, wait.
Oh, he's not here
What's
yet.
that?
That's exactly what the game's happening.
I've never run into that in like a concert.
Forgot to feed the dog.
Left the stove on. And so one of the last big pieces of news, at least for me, Game Pass will be getting an additional 16 titles: Hellblade, Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and Player Unknown Battlegrounds, better known as PUBG. That is all coming, and as well as other titles.
Better
too,
known as not Fortnite.
right? It's coming to Xbox Game Pass very, very soon.
Is Will of the Wisps going to be on Game Pass when it launches?
I believe so.
That's awesome.
It definitely is. So that it gives it some much needed blood, some new blood, some fresh stuff. The only issue I have with Game Pass is I really dislike the rotating titles.
You know what the problem is with that right now is it doesn't rotate enough, and they don't add enough titles. Like they gave us 16 or 18 titles, but that's over the span of the next 5 months. It's not like, hey, we're going to drop all these 16 titles next month or the month after. It's like one every 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I could definitely see how if for someone who's a bit heavier of a gamer such as yourself, got a little bit more time, you can burn through some of those smaller titles pretty quickly. But for someone, I feel personally that they shouldn't keep the number at 100. If you're going to have this subscription service, just
expand it.
Just keep
For
keep all the games. And I know they can't do that for every game because some of those are not. They don't own the license, right? So they make a deal with Fallout, 4. They may not be able to tell them, but that's hey, we're keeping this free forever. Like it's here's some X money, we're gonna have it for X time.
Right.
But I think they should try to mitigate that.
Yep.
But
I'm really excited for Ori and Blind Forest. The only reason why I haven't bought that game is because I'm waiting for it to come to Game Pass. Now I have to wait till I think February.
I was waiting for games with gold.
Yeah.
But
well,
maybe
it's probably
now
not going to happen now.
Yeah, it probably won't happen now.
Yeah, but I do want to play Hellblade, and I do want to play the Ori games, so I might hop back in for a month.
Yeah. So overall,
It's
and
$1.
there were more announcements. We have finally the mouse and keyboard support coming to
Select titles.
Select titles, but I mean, it just doesn't work for every
Titles
game.
that no one heard of.
Fortnite.
Except Fortnite.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It doesn't work for every model, right? Like there's just some games I don't think
I'm scared about it. I really hope there's a separate server or
It's
an
gonna break all
option
the
because
games.
that's going to screw up a lot of people who don't play mouse and keyboard
I think-
and just want to use the controller.
I think it only will matter for specific genres, like a shooter. They can't do it.
Or a battle royale
I mean, they're only in shooters.
Like
so
what kind of battle royale? Like
Fortnite.
that's a shooter.
Yeah, but my point being that
Oh,
the
okay, I
biggest
see.
game, one of the biggest games here is this potential issue.
Okay, I definitely see your point. Yeah, because those people will have a significant advantage, and for those who may be going, "What the hell are we talking about?" Guaranteed, no question. It's not an argument, and if you want to argue, you're wrong. I'm sorry, you are.
The Earth is flat.
Those people are such idiots. Mouse and keyboard gameplay is far superior in terms of speed, accuracy, the ability to map out specific macros and hotkeys. You will play and perform better if you can use a mouse and keyboard than anyone on a console controller. So if you put professionals on controllers and let's say Call of Duty, and you put like just good gamers,
Average Joe.
yeah, not average Joe, but good gamers, like people who are good at the game, maybe like a Garrett on Overwatch.
Like us.
You're let's okay. I think I've seen you play. I don't know.
Johnny and Gears.
Sure, I don't know. If you put someone who knows how to play the game on a mouse and keyboard, they will be usually able to dominate the better
pro player,
on a controller because
It's just fact.
Yeah, it's just fact. You don't have the speed, you don't have the settings, you just can't do it. Moving a mouse to point and shoot is just significantly faster than dragging your
the right
analog
thumbstick.
stick.
Yeah. So like I'm afraid if this mouse and keyboard comes to Overwatch, that
Will Garrett stop playing Overwatch?
Well, no, but now
Maybe.
Garrett's going to be a hell of a lot more salty.
Sounds like Garrett needs to learn mouse and keyboard.
It sounds like Garrett needs to get good. Is that what you're saying?
Earn a lot less loot boxes.
No. All I get are duplicates now anyway.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
And so, I guess the overarching theme to this is, do these moves, the acquisitions, the dedication to Game Pass and continuing to bring new product, the additional options for gameplay with controllers, and the keyboard. They also have the new like Xbox assisted controller for people with handicaps or disabilities. And of course, there's a myriad of things, and then of course, continuing to add on to backward compatibility. Do these things move them into the mix with Sony and Nintendo as far as the progression those two companies have made? Where we've seen Sony release kick-ass new IPs or refreshes. Nintendo has done a great job bringing their previous IPs to the Switch and dominating every quarter by releasing something new. Releasing a Zelda, releasing a Mario, Super Smash Bros., Mario Kart, Splatoon 2, Star Fox. Like they're bringing content. Does this put Microsoft back in the running?
These announcements? No, not to me. Maybe, as you said, later years later, when they announced that, hey, our Obsidian is making KOTOR 3 or something. Boom, there's the announcement that can bring them back. But this right here, more games coming to Game Pass, and Crackdown 3 getting a potential release date, a potential official release date.
No, it's official.
We'll see.
Till they remove the official.
This is not enough for me.
Okay.
And I don't think it puts them anywhere close to Sony or Nintendo.
Fair enough.
No, to respond to how you put it, is it in the mix with Sony and Nintendo? Absolutely not. It is a good step in the right direction. They definitely have plans in place. They actually have chess pieces that are moving in the right direction, but they are nowhere close to hitting that checkmate. As far as doing that, we have to see the games. Not only do we have to see the game actually has to come out, which Crackdown has not, for an example. And then we have to play the games. We have to actually see it. Is Obsidian's new game going to be worth the while, or is it going to be like a bust? Like, are any of these new studios going to be producing good quality titles, games that we're going to want to play, 1 to 5 years from now? Because we may not be interested in Fortnite or whatever title they proclaim. We might not be interested in another New Vegas type of game 4 years from now if we have something else that's competing with that. So we shall see.
Yeah, I agree with you guys on this one. I don't think it's enough in the next 2 years to put them on par with Sony and Nintendo, who clearly have game plans. They've got game plans on every single quarter and what they're releasing. And, some of them may be misses a little bit, like Detroit wasn't a big hit for Sony, but it was a new IP. And Nintendo is clearly, with their new CEO, I can't think of his name right now because, he has a name that's hard for me to say, but that guy came into big shoes and he's making it happen.
Yep.
They're putting out content. They're doing what fans have wanted, which is bringing back a lot of IPs that weren't getting love,
except for Luigi, Waluigi.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean they're doing the thing, and Microsoft, they're not. Really quickly, Sony is rebranding, taking care of their old franchises, bringing them back,
Medieval.
Medieval. They brought back God of War. They take care of Last of Us and bringing that quality back. Uncharted, they're not just throwing stuff at us. They're putting together good stuff. Microsoft hasn't done that. They allowed Gears of War and Halo to get not outsourced, but have whole new teams that maybe didn't craft it as lovingly as their original creators. And those brands have suffered, no doubt about it. They're not the heavy hitters they were. So they don't have legacy content to fall back on. They weren't making new content. So now they got to build up their old brands and bring whole new things
At the same time.
Now we're getting Gears Pops, the game.
Yeah. So they had, God, they don't have anything to fall back on. And how long does it take to get back to that level? It takes a while. And then really quickly, I feel we're going to see a lot of new IPs. I feel for sure Obsidian will bring a new IP. The Initiative, they're not going to bring a team like that together with all new
remake.
To make a remake or an indie game.
Yeah,
they're going to make a big giant game, and I think Ninja Theory will also bring a big AAA title. I think those 3 out of the 7 are going to be big, and the others may focus on something maybe more niche.
Hopefully they're big games that people want to play.
Hopefully, we'll see. So cool. All right, let's keep moving here. Let's keep it popping. It is time for gamer trivia. So every week, two of the hosts. Today, it is Garrett Laney, Joshua Gerard. I'm your Pat. I'm
CJ?
your Drew Carey. I'm the host of this. I lost last week. I'll be making the questions. They're gonna fight. They're gonna vote. They're gonna figure out their gaming knowledge and see who can keep the bragging rights going. Garrett won last week. He's one up. Joshua's the challenger. The loser, they take my spot, make next week's trivia, and I hop into the challenger seat. And you every week get to play along and see how much knowledge you have in gamer trivia. So yeah, I went down. It was a little rough. Got kind of close. You know, it was good.
It was a battle.
Yeah, it was definitely a
It was
battle.
only tied till the end.
I didn't feel bad losing. I didn't feel bad, and sometimes I get salty. Yeah. So I'm doing a little bit of a throwback, and I don't know, and I really do hope you played this game, Joshua. I think that you did, but you know.
Was it on a Nintendo console?
It's purple. He's purple. He's got a
Barney.
snout.
Wow.
And he's not Barney,
Did not play the game
but
as
he's
much.
close.
That's interesting. Okay, I feel good.
This is
welcome.
Spyro the Dragon trivia.
My man.
You didn't
My
play-
dragon.
You didn't play Spyro?
I played the demo.
Oh, man.
I also played the demo.
Okay.
Then
Well,
I
some
bought
of
the
these
game.
questions I think that you'll do just fine, and they're not going to be very specific to the games itself. Maybe just general Spyro and industry knowledge. So good luck out there for you. Good luck to you gentlemen as well.
What is his last name? Dragon.
The dragon. No, the dragon. You would have got that wrong.
All right.
That was an answer.
Question 1. Spyro has been around for many years, obviously debuting on the PlayStation 1. How many games has he either been featured or even guest appeared in? So how many games has the character Spyro been in?
Common knowledge.
Okay.
Industry knowledge.
Does this include his own games?
It includes every game that he has been in.
Okay.
A, 7, B, 12, C, 17, D, 23. Joshua, you chose C, 17. Garrett, you chose B, 12.
It's more than 12.
The correct answer is D, 23. So Spyro has been in several of his own games on console. He's also had several Game Boy, I think like 5 Game Boy Advance games.
Okay, I can only think of 2.
He has obviously his Skylander series that he has featured in, every single one of those.
Like at least 4.
And he has also been in mobile games.
Okay, yeah.
Well, remember they also had like Dawn of the Dragon and some other
Yeah.
Xbox ones.
Yeah, I remember those. I had no idea he was on mobile.
Yeah, so 23 games. So that is incorrect for both of you gentlemen. The score is still 0-0 going into question 2.
Damn, if it was Price is Right rules, I'd be close. I'd be winning.
Yeah, that's true. Question 2. What year did Spyro release? What year did the game come out? First game. A, 1996. B, 1997. C, 1998.
When they're so close, it's
Or
like not
D,
fair.
1999. Well, I mean, I can't say 2004, right? Like, Joshua, you're the challenger. I'll give your answer first. Joshua, you chose B, 1997. Garrett, you chose A, 1996.
First pick.
The correct answer is C, 1998. Yeah, so the game released about 2 or so years after the release of the PlayStation 1. It was not a launch title. Spyro was actually developed around the same time as Crash Bandicoot. Little fun fact in there.
I thought it was 1 year out, not 2 years.
Yeah, you were close.
I didn't know what year the PS1 came out because I was a kid and didn't care. I had a
But you're an adult
PS1 and
now.
wanted to play. Yeah, but I don't go back. Oh, when did it come out? When did I play that? No, PS1's done.
All right.
No, the classic's coming out. You got to know your lore, man.
That's incorrect for both of you. Score is still 0-0.
You'll win when the game comes out in a couple weeks.
Question.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
It comes out tomorrow. Question
damn.
3.
I'm losing trivia.
What is the name of the original game's main villain? Is it A?
Oh, I'm typing it in. Sorry. Go ahead.
Is it A, No? Is it B, Nasty? Is it C, Naughty? Or is it D, Nitwit?
Oh no, man. I didn't play Spyro enough. this is where you get me, Garrett. Just that one question you just absolutely know.
To be fair, I did give you the answer like a week ago.
Yeah, I don't
So if you can remember.
recall.
Okay.
Was it live?
It was live. Yeah.
Nah, it's you.
I have both of their answers. Garrett.
You might have guessed it right.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Joshua.
Nope.
You chose C. Naughty.
Oh, damn. No, you didn't.
And Garrett, you chose B. Nasty. The correct answer is B.
Yes.
Nasty.
I don't recall you saying that.
Because we said it and I went, when I was a kid, I thought it was gun-nasty. I said that like last week.
Yeah, if it doesn't matter, but like I put all names with the G in the front. No, nasty, naughty. They all have the silent G, just like in the game. Okay, so that is correct for Garrett. Incorrect for Joshua. That gives Garrett the edge going into the salty sudden death question, 1-0. All right, now gentlemen, bet your points if you have any.
I have some.
Okay. However many points you bet,
Got 0.
if you get this next question right, you gain that many points. The question itself is worth 2 points. So even if you have 0 or bet 0, you can still gain 2 points by getting it right.
So it's
I-
do or die.
I have Garrett's answer.
I sent you mine. You know mine.
I have Joshua's bet. And Garrett didn't give me an answer, he gave me a bet. All right. Here is the salty sudden death question. You just have to know the answer off the top of your head of your own knowledge. It is not multiple choice, as always. Activision currently owns the rights to the Spyro intellectual property and franchise. However, they were not the original owners. Which company originally owned the Purple Dragon? Spyro. I have both of your answers.
Did you get my GIF?
I did not get a GIF.
Okay.
Joshua, you said IO Interactive.
Is that a company?
I don't know, actually.
Possibly.
I feel like it's close.
In like Germany.
Garrett, you said Insomniac. The correct answer is Universal.
Okay.
So Universal
Yeah.
used to have a gaming division titled Universal Interactive, and they owned as publishers the rights to Spyro.
That's why I wasn't sure.
Yep. Insomniac, I believe, was the developer. They did not own the rights, as many developers do when they're independent, but this was something that was published by someone else.
That hurts.
So
Why that you bet it all? Why would you do that?
now for the points.
I was cocky. I wanted to win Spyro.
You would have won Spyro.
Joshua, you had 0 points. You bet 0 points. You got the question right. You're still at 0 points.
I got the question right?
Wrong.
Oh,
Wrong.
Okay. Darn.
It was IO Interactive.
You got the question wrong. You had 1 point. You bet 0 points.
0 points. I wanted to be safe. I wanted to win Spyro trivia.
So
Dirty bastard, you.
that makes Garrett the gamer trivia champion this week. Congratulations, sir. That's 2 in a row. Keep it up.
Love you, Spyro. I'm sorry I don't know much about you.
Yeah, you definitely.
Look at that. IO Interactive is a Danish video game developer.
I told you it was
based
like
on Copenhagen.
Germany. Oh, Copenhagen. I've been there.
They did Hitman.
That sounds
I
about
didn't
right.
play
now.
that.
Now that you say,
Oh, there you go. Kane and Lynch.
there we go.
Oh, that explains it.
I'm just
Moving
happy
on.
it's a name.
Moving on.
It's a fun fact. You didn't give one.
I don't
Yeah,
give
he
fun
did.
facts. Moving
Yeah,
on.
he did give a fun fact though.
If you didn't say fun fact in front of it.
He said there's a little fun fact I threw in. He literally said that.
When the host decides to go to commercial break, you go to commercial break. You don't keep talking.
No, you see like the news anchor still talking, and then the lights turn out.
We
and
don't have a
the
camera.
sound goes out.
We
you know.
don't have a cameraman. We just have to go
Flip that switch.
Oh my fucking. It's time for the speed run. Every week we break down 7 news stories or fun facts that didn't make the list for a full segment. We give ourselves 1 minute per topic before we move on to the next one, finished or not. Gotta go fast.
Episode 100!
In the speed run.
A little too dynamic, huh?
Those decibels went over.
I could shut him down. It's cool.
Andrew Lincoln has said goodbye to the Walking Dead series and moves forward with 3 Walking Dead AMC original movies. Wishing you a fond farewell from the franchise there. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is
We
ridiculous.
said bye to the show and hello to the movie
The
world.
3 movies, yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
Not just one movie. Like, okay, what happened? I'm not sure if you guys were aware of what happened at the end of the show.
6-year time gap.
Well, yes, and yes, you're right. But I'm saying like what happened to Andrew Lincoln's character, Rick Grimes, at the end of the show. He lives, and they, whatever. But they're going to detail, I'm sure, what happened in the time gap when he is no longer with them, and then they jump forward. That's not an end of the character. He's still working on The Walking Dead. He just lied to us all.
I didn't know he lived.
Yes, he did.
I haven't watched Walking Dead in like 3 years.
I know you haven't. I'm not pleased at all.
Because I didn't watch it or this.
But also because we didn't have the time, and also because Rick didn't die.
Next. It went up to a minute, so I just went.
Yeah.
Strategy game publisher Prima Game. Hey, wait a minute. They're shutting down for good. Prima Game shutting down.
So what I said was fake news, and this is real news now?
No. You just.
You can't take the wind out of the sails of the speed run there.
That's what Garrett does.
I know. I don't like it.
He interrupts it.
I don't like it.
We talked about this already.
It doesn't matter.
Talk about it more.
Joshua gets a free pass when he uses friggin' speedrun topics as his best and worst.
I don't like
it's
it.
fine, like, apparently.
I was more so mad that you just were talking like,
I don't care.
Anyway, yeah, Prima Games, I don't care that you're shutting down, like, it's strategy guides, bro. Like, no one's using them. Wow. I mean, except
Not
for maybe,
anymore.
like, starting a fire in my which
Damn. Which guy are you using to start your fire?
Street Fighter 4.
And you're the ones that pin it out.
Yeah.
But now they have to rip off the front cover.
Really? Is that a thing?
No, that was always a thing, but no one ever did.
Yeah, why would I waste my time doing that?
I didn't know that was
Oh,
a
I
thing.
see.
I don't care.
Yeah. But no, they had their time, and now they're gone. Nintendo actually had the best ones.
YouTube videos now. Next!
Yeah. Super Mario Maker makes its way to the Nintendo 2DS, but not the Switch.
And apparently not the 3DS.
I don't
It
understand
already
that.
had a 3DS release.
Wait, did it? This isn't that 3DS release?
Is this a new game?
Why not put... No, it's Super Mario Maker. Why is this not on the Nintendo Switch?
Because the focal point is not on. Like, how would you play Mario Maker when it's docked? Like, really slowly.
What? Why?
With the Joy-Con.
Why would it be slower? You just use a regular controller.
Because it's not even as intuitive as just using a pen and just point, click, and drag.
Or hell, you can.
Yeah,
You gotta play in handheld.
but what if you don't want to?
Then play another game.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, no. Just let me... I don't need to be intuitive. Give me the option. I play in handheld mode, and if I don't, then I have to click and drag using the analog sticks.
Like, you don't need to figure that out. I already paid you my money to buy the game.
Yes,
it's my problem now.
I know it's a port. Just tell me up front that this is how it works. I'm fine.
No, but it should be on Switch.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
sure.
Yes, it should.
Stupid.
Make levels on the go, and then like transport it.
Next!
On the
Winnie the Pooh is coming to Kingdom Hearts 3. Get ready to wield the mighty Pooh key.
That's not a thing.
We're gonna have Sora's gonna wield the Pooh key.
No, he's not.
Sora,
go. It's gonna be called the Pooh Blade.
Donald, Mickey, Goofy, watch out! I'm gonna use the Pooh key.
That's not.
What
I'm gonna-
about me?
I'm gonna unlock his heart with Pooh.
That's not.
That's dirty.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
I don't know. Pooh Bear.
Not a bad piglet.
Thank you. I won't even try, Winnie. And then, like, what is it? People call him Pooh Bear. No one calls him Winnie in the show.
No.
That makes no sense.
I think he is a Winnie.
No, his name is Winnie the Pooh Bear.
Pooh.
And they call him Pooh. They don't call him Pooh Bear, or at least
They call him
maybe
Pooh Bear.
Christopher Robbins does. But
Silly old bear.
that wasn't a bad Christopher Robbins, sir.
Hey.
But no one calls him Winnie. Not one person.
No.
So while we got 2 seconds, they have Winnie the Pooh in Kingdom Hearts, which I didn't expect.
Yeah, were they gonna
Are
kill
you
people in
serious?
Thousand Acre
It's
Woods?
in every. Next.
Has it? I've never played the game.
Yeah, you sure haven't. Fortnite hits 8 million.
No. Do it normal like Johnny said. This is episode 100. Do it.
Fortnite hits 8 million concurrent players in the month of November.
Much better.
They're making money. They're making so much money.
Absolutely.
So I was doing
No
the math.
stopping.
I was doing my math with my cousin very quickly regarding the money they make. They have 8 million subscribers concurrently, right? Or playing concurrently. Let's just say that that's the number of people. There's more playing than that. Battle Pass is $10. You have to use it for pretty much a quarter. you have to buy 2 generally, and you get 2 more for free based on their V-Bucks. That means $20 times 8 million people.
A lot of that just went way over my head.
Just we got time.
There's a
We're at
battle pass.
160 million
so
right now.
$20 just for the battle pass times 8 million people
What's a battle pass?
is $160 million just on those 8 million. But of course, they have like 72 million players that are signed up.
Not to mention people just buying like the
Skins.
money pass.
So when you break it down, it's really more like 500 to 800 million dollars they're making on the battle pass, and there's 4 per year technically.
On this free game.
Yes, it is
how it works.
astronomical. The
need to make a
cheapest
free
skin
game.
is $5.
That's ridiculous.
There's a skin
Next.
PlayStation Now is 2018's most successful and popular game subscription service, amassing over $140 million year to date.
I mean, it ain't no Fortnite.
Is that true? Is all this true?
No, I made these things up as I went. Yes, this is true.
I mean, to be fair, the Game Pass is still relatively new.
It's $10 compared to PlayStation Now, which is very
$40 for an hour.
pretty much.
Yeah, and also I don't know if does Game Pass qualify as a subscription service?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's monthly service or yearly, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, Game Pass. When did that release?
This year,
When Sea of Thieves came out, I think.
or was it the end of last
That
year?
was like
was-
February or March.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
this year. Yep.
Yep, earlier this year.
Yeah, that's right, because it debuted on Game Pass.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I'm sure Game Pass will quickly overtake it. They've had 10 months, you know,
Yeah.
whereas Now has been out for years.
Since the I think since PS4 or since PS3.
PS4, living in obscurity, like Schmeagol in a dark cave.
Remember when home was a thing?
No.
Next.
Nintendo Switch has finally caught up with every smartphone from 2012 and finally has YouTube available to download for its users.
Guess Netflix isn't that important.
You right? You did it. You slow clap for Nintendo. They bought out the YouTube app.
The only app.
It's
so
ridiculous.
They have Hulu. I don't know why they don't have Netflix. I don't know why that's not a thing.
Stupid.
As a matter of fact, they stopped their Netflix service on the Wii U.
far. I was gonna say it's because you're still watching it on your Wii or Wii U, but I guess not.
No, but so they have YouTube and they have Hulu at least. I think Crunchyroll. No, I don't think they have Crunchyroll.
You think more people are actually using YouTube than Netflix?
Yes. YouTube's a free
Yeah,
service.
I actually use
Well, there you
YouTube
go.
more than Netflix.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's no question. There are more people using YouTube than Netflix. Like, it's free. So just by that alone, like, it's getting more users.
I don't really see me using it on my Switch, but it's nice that it's there.
Yeah, exactly. It should be there for people who may want to use it. I don't know.
As a matter of fact, you can use that on your Switch while you play a game
Just cycle back
and not
and forth.
use the strategy guide.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's
and
why
then figure out where all the
shut
legendary
down,
animals
'cause
are.
Nintendo
And
decided-
All right. Well, that is our speed run, ladies and gentlemen.
100.
It's time for
well, we have not done 100 of those.
Oh no. Well,
Name the game. Name the game. 3 hosts. Sorry, 3 games. Clues.
Some about
There we go.
players.
winning.
Let me do this again. 3 games, 2 competing hosts, and clues that lead to 1 correct answer. Use your wits, match the clues, name the game.
3 correct answers. No one's keeping track.
Well, 1 per game.
I'm just being that guy.
Yeah, you're being that Joshua.
Uh-huh.
All right. I won last week, so I think I'm facing Joshua.
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
Hopefully you get no wins today.
I was hosting,
Good.
because sports champions was a forgotten thing in the past.
Let's have you host next week and get better, because last week was rough. You need practice.
No, y'all need to bring up your memory. About
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. Game number 1.
that one.
Possibly one of the first job simulating games.
You confused when you read that from your brain.
I'm doing it from the brain.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
No.
Dang.
So you nod your head. You're like, no.
Yeah, you scared me there.
First game simulation of jobs. I don't know, farming simulator.
No. Go through the neighborhood and make happy
Paperboy.
customers. Paperboy.
No, I heard it in my mind, but the second thing I was like, Johnny did this already.
It's fine. New clues.
I wouldn't remember. I can't remember all of them. All right, so that is correct for Johnny. Score is 1-0.
Yep.
Game number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Travel through the city and make happy customers.
Crazy Taxi.
Damn, bro.
I mean, when you're given easy clues like that, I guess.
You didn't get it.
Could've been anything.
It wasn't that easy. You didn't say anything.
You just happen to beat me to it.
That's your fault.
Hey, you more the sprinter, I'm more the long distance race, okay?
Hurry up there, Turtle.
Well, long distance doesn't work in a sprint, though.
Yep. I'll see you in a long distance match.
All right.
I'll try to skunk him.
Skunk
this turtle.
Last game. You gotta...
Just
Come on,
read it
man, you
off,
gotta
man.
try.
You stalling for time. It's not helping me.
Your family has been taken.
Oh, man. Isn't it like in that movie?
No.
That's not my answer.
I know.
Resident Evil 2.
No.
Metal Gear.
No. Travel to unknown worlds and free them.
Kingdom Hearts.
No. I don't think there's any family in there.
Well, like, you know,
I don't know.
they're like, you know, Riku and Kyrie are his
Is
family.
it nobody? Could that be considered family?
No, they're nobody.
Pokemon.
What?
No.
Pokemon
I
Red.
guess because after you catch them, you make them part of your family.
You're saving them.
Okay,
from
no.
the wild.
No, that's wrong.
It's a thing.
You collect jewels while your buddy Sparks collects butterflies.
Spyro.
In his stomach. Spyro.
Got the skunk, baby.
I did do this list before today, so Spyro just happened to just have a episode 100s for you, Spyro.
Yay.
No, I don't like you, Spyro. Cool. I'll take that dub. That's a dub for Johnny.
Yeah,
That
you need
is
that for you.
quite a dub.
Yeah.
It's okay. I take much more joy in seeing you guys suffer. It's all good.
Wow. I do smell that.
Smells like a rough episode 101. That's what it smells like.
What is that, Garrett?
I don't know. Is it weed?
No, it's not weed.
No.
No, we don't allow that here.
It's not manure.
No, awfully close.
Yeah.
Skunk.
It's a skunk. It's a skunk. That's what it is. That's what we smelled. Josh was not liking this.
Oh, next week's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's gonna
No, it's going to be great.
It's gonna be a rough name
It's
to
gonna be
game.
bad.
And you got
It's going to be
gamer
great.
trivia.
Not you guys got gamer trivia.
All right. Cool.
Good luck.
It is time for us to begin wrapping up, winding down. We're getting to the end of our show, and every week at the end of our show, we discuss what we're doing, what we're playing, maybe fun things we did. Give you a little peek into the entertainment value we have for ourselves outside of the show, and of course, just to screw each other over and have a little bit of fun, we give each other
Stinky powers.
Okay.
stinky superpowers
I'm sure I could work with that.
for better or worse.
No, it's Stuper Powers, but we're going to change it up, I guess.
Yep, Garrett,
Give it a theme.
you are hosting this bad boy this week. So what do you got?
Hold on. Switching over to my list of things I'm doing.
Or that you did.
Both. So still playing Diablo on the Switch. Level 40 monk right now. Having a lot of fun with that.
Soon to migrate to the mobile version. And
No, well, no, I already have technically a mobile version. I mean, the Switch is mobile, right?
No, it's up to you.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay, fine. I'll take that. Overwatch, always a constant part of my life.
Ash is coming. She's on the PTR.
She is. No word on when that'll be live though yet, so I'm just twiddling my thumbs until Ash is here. But she's getting close. Ever since BlizzCon, I took that weekend break from Red Dead. Kind of losing interest. It's kind of one of those things where since I haven't played it for so long, it's hard for me to kind of talk myself into playing it.
It's slow, bro. Like it's you have to sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna play it for 2 hours to really play it.
Yeah, you got to dedicate time to it for sure.
Before you know it, your 2 hours are gone.
But you don't always have that. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to hop in for 30 minutes, you can't just do that.
I did do did do the glitch, and I now have like $40,000.
I need to do that before they patch that bad
You
boy.
need to do that. It's
Yeah.
it's so easy. It's so easy. So I'm stinking rich, and I am very, very excited because on Tuesday or Monday night at 9 p.m. I will have the ability to play Spyro He's finally out, the Spyro Reignited collection. Really excited seeing, hearing the music again, seeing my old Purple Buddy all in new graphics and updated and everything. So I'm excited. Spyro, Diablo, Overwatch, and possibly some Red Dead. That's what the week forecast is looking like.
Heck yeah. All right, who do you get the power?
Let's see. Let's go to you, Joshua.
Damn it.
All right, Joshua, you have the power to at any time, you can just conjure one of those like air freshener things, any scent that you want. It doesn't even have to be like an official scent of the air freshener. You can make it be like new cartridge smell, open up a fresh new Super NES or something like that.
Okay.
And you can spray it and make things smell whatever you want them to smell like.
How long does that last?
Average, however long. How long does the power last or the smell?
The smell.
The smell lasts as long as the regular air freshener would.
Sweet.
Yeah, but it's not like one of those like plug-in ones that constantly spray it so you smell it 24 hours. I mean, it's a regular spray.
Okay. It's good.
Yeah, none.
Tear gas.
Dang.
I don't know if that's a scent.
Oh, it definitely is. It burns the eyes.
Skunk is a scent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me just get my skunkometer right there.
There you go.
Stinky man over there.
That is unfortunate.
We're all on the same page.
We all smell like skunks today.
Not me.
Because
Ocean breeze. Cool. That's it.
That's it.
Cool. My turn. So there's a thing that happened earlier in this week. It pissed me off. So I don't know if you guys were on your Xbox on, I want to say, Tuesday night. So there was something going on with Microsoft servers where just your online capabilities were just shot. So what it allowed or didn't allow is I couldn't access any games that were attached to my Xbox account. I couldn't play any games through Game Pass. It didn't show any games that I purchased online. And games that it did show that I had the ability to show offline, I couldn't play those either. And because I pretty much don't have any physical games for Xbox anymore, it was rendered useless. I was pissed.
I did not have this issue.
Nor did I. But this is the kind of thing that we talk about when we say you don't actually own your games. If the server or the network goes down, you are given the right to play or the access to play your game. It's a scary world.
I mean, what happened? I mean, because you're paying for that service for Game Pass. You paid the money, and now that was, a day or so, a couple hours that you had
the rest of that night. I don't play games as much as I'd like, but that was the one night I'm like, I'm going to get some game time in, and I got nothing.
Nuh-uh, no you ain't. Not today.
Nope. And that was, the rest of the week was me trying to work through the kinks of the program that I used to edit the video. And that was the first night I was having those issues. So I was like, I'm done trying to fix this issue. Let me go do some gaming. I couldn't even do some gaming, so I said, fuck it. I went and lie down on my bed after like a couple hours of trying to do the edits and then like 30 minutes of messing with that. And I was like, I don't have any physical games to play. I don't want to hook up my PlayStation. And if I did, Johnny still has my PS4 copy. I let him borrow Spider-Man. So what am I going to play? I was like, I didn't want to play my Switch because there's nothing new. I said, fuck it.
Quick side note. It's just so funny with like everyone's situation. So you're like, I don't get to play games as much as I used to. I'd murder someone to play as much as you get to play. Like
the one opportunity I have, you're like, I wish I had that opportunity.
No, just like in general. Like I don't get to play as much as I want to, but I think you play a hell of a lot more than you think you do. Like if you were
when I do it, yeah.
If you were nah, bro, you play tons. Like you're almost every week or every other week. You're like, yeah, I popped on this game on Game Pass. I beat it.
Yeah, gotta log in 200 hours.
You beat tons of games. Like if you had to deal with my limited,
I finished my third RPG by Wednesday.
Yeah.
Don't be mad because I finished Octopath earlier than you gave up on playing it.
Wasn't my kind of game.
Yeah,
it wasn't my kind of game.
Wow.
I do see your pointeth.
I'm just saying that it was interesting.
It's okay.
Okay.
Battle music.
What else you got?
Okay, Dyson. That's pretty much it. So I I want to play another game. So I was I'm going through my library. I'm like, what am I going to play this day? And that was the day it didn't work. I was like, okay, I'm going to play Recore because I've never jumped on Recore. Didn't work. I'm going to play the newer Tomb Raider game. Didn't work. Okay, let me go through my old library games that I downloaded for free from Games with Gold, and then let me just play something. Like, can I play a Lego game? Like, let me do something.
By the way, the first Assassin's Creed game is free right now.
That's the only one I
Oh
played.
yeah, that's right. Never mind. That's the one you played.
So I'm gonna jump into something. I don't think I'm gonna pick up Spyro as much as I want to. I'm not gonna do it. So I'll find something for next week. I'll figure out something. I'll let you guys know.
He'll beat it. Don't worry.
Depends
All
on how
three Spyro
depends
games.
on how quickly I can run through it. So that is me, Eternal Red Gamer, gaming on. Johnny, you get a stinky superpower. I don't know if I should make this like evil deterrent.
I mean, you can try, but
That's
as much as
why
we try,
that's why I'm taking like a pause moment. I'm like, how can he break this one? Johnny, you have the ability where you can do like Doctor Strange does, where if you ever run out of a drink, you can instantly refill it. You don't have to get up and go to the fridge. You don't have to pop open a new soda can. You can instantly refill whatever you were currently drinking.
Can you
It
refill
has to
my
be what I'm
root beer?
currently
It
drinking.
has to be what you're
Shut the-
currently. Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say? It has to be
Shut your mouth.
only other people's drinks. Is that what you said?
Yeah, remember, he gave me the power where I could refill only his
Yes,
drink.
I remember. I thought about that, but I'm not a dick like that.
So it has to be a drink I'm currently. It can't be any drink.
I'm debating on it, but then you made a big deal about the stanky
Stanky
sweepy,
leg.
the stinky sweepy. So no, it's only the drink you're currently drinking.
Okay.
I forget.
So
I mean,
so-
if you take a real quick sip of some gasoline,
Yeah. Well, I could. Yeah.
There's you
maybe
thinking
not.
outside the box.
I'm sure there's ways I can break this. I can break this.
No,
Like I can get some like like some venom, some sort of like poisonous venom from a snake, and like gulp the antidote, then drink some, and then I can have unlimited poisonous venom. Just be Black Mamba in people.
okay. I'm confused on how that part works.
Yeah,
Like, you have
usually-
to physically bite people.
No, like I'll have it. I'll have it in a cup.
The way
and
I
I'll-
took it, normally the antidote comes after the poison. I don't think you take the antidote and then take the poison and then you're cured. It doesn't work that
maybe
way.
it's kind of the same thing.
I think it would work that way.
I don't, but you're more than welcome to try it. If
Luckily
you're just
enough,
not here one episode,
that
then-
part is not part of the powers you can set. I think. Anyway, thank you for that power.
Yeah. gave you something.
Yeah.
I had a better one, and then it got lost last week when you got the cool power from getting
Like I bet like okay. I mean, it wouldn't be healthy for me, but if I like melt down some gold, put it in there, and like take just a tiny burning hot, excruciatingly painful sip, I drank some, and I'm gonna hurt a little bit, but now I can make infinite.
You don't even have to go that far. Just buy some Goldshire. No, sorry, I forget what it's called. There's a drink, an alcoholic drink that actually has like shards of gold in it.
No, I want real like gold. I want to make gold bricks.
What
bro.
it's
Super bad.
I don't know. I haven't seen Superbad.
What? Oh, bro, you're messing
Oh,
up.
you're getting on me?
I can get on you about that one because everybody.
It's a movie you should watch. It's pretty freaking funny.
It's
But yeah,
amazing.
I will have infinite money. I definitely would have some health issues, but I have enough money to get those taken care of. So there we go. All right. It's been a pretty low key week for me. Just family, man. That's about it.
Low key.
Yeah,
He's a family man.
Yeah,
He's getting his own show.
I
That's kinda weird.
haven't done too much gaming. I'm trying to put in time on Red Dead, but the investment to get in is just rough.
Give up.
I'm not gonna give up. I will continue to put more time into it. I'm looking forward to playing Fallout 76. I think that's next week, the week after.
That's
2
this
weeks.
week.
Oh, it's this week.
The 14th, I
Is it
believe.
the 14th or the 21st?
I believe it's the
I'll
14th.
be I'll be purchasing that.
I've
So-
lost all interest.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't even know what
Shared
happened.
world?
It was like, cool, I'm happy, and then just,
It's that shared
Cyber's
world
gone.
concept.
no, it's
gotcha.
not. I like that stuff. Just, I don't care. I think I'll just be too busy with Spyro, Diablo, and Overwatch.
fair. Well, I mean, if you decide to get it, I'll give you $20. You can buy it, game share it to me. I get access. You get it for $40.
November
Your
14th.
choice. Let
Next
me know.
week.
Cool. So I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, that's it, man. Oh, I went to the USC game this weekend. USC versus
Oh, nice.
Berkeley. It was a boring game. USC
nice.
is garbage this year. They lost to Berkeley by a point. It was just a boring
Football?
game.
Or
Yeah, football.
basketball?
It could have been basketball, yeah, but it was football. Well, actually, no, it had to be football. I said they lost 15-14. That's just not that's not happening in basketball. Garrett is just over the conversation.
Sports. I like sports.
So
You're giving him the superpower, so.
I am. It's a doozy. I did have a good time with my cousins, Noah and Caleb and my pops. It was fun just hanging out with them and buying $12 burritos, $5 bottles of water. You mother.
You say $2 burritos?
I said $12 burritos and $5 bottles of Dasani. You fucking cheapskate.
I mean, you need something to wash it down with, right?
Yeah, was it money? I'm washing it down with money.
How much was the soda? $3.50?
$5.
No, usually the water is more expensive.
That's why.
Yeah.
They weren't playing. Well, they gave you like a full size bottle, like a Dasani bottle and Sprite bottle. They were same thing, 20 ounce. But yeah, $5 for.
It's a rip.
And one thing I like doing, as you probably noticed after I just did it earlier this episode, but I like looking at like how much things cost and the money and stuff. So like, and then also the parking, which because you cannot find the parking structure in that area, it was ridiculous. It was $40 to park.
Wow.
$40.
That's more than any convention.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's because it was in the USC area.
Damn.
Yeah. So the little vendor, because at the Coliseum, so $12 for a burrito, $8 for a hot dog.
Was it a good burrito?
It was okay.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't worth $12,
Oh. but
but $8 for a hot dog, $12 for a burrito, $5 for a drink. Doesn't matter what drink. So that's. Let's just say you get the burrito and the drink. That's $17. Well, I bought one for my cousin. It's $34. Let's just say average $25 per person or so. Let's just say 20, right? 20, and there's 20. I think there's 35 gates. So there's a little taco person that's doing this at every 3 gates or so, which means like on average people have to walk through their area. Every section has about 100 rows going top to bottom, and every row has about 30 seats. So that's 3,000 people. So even if 10% go down and buy from her, that's 300 people, and they all spend $20. That's $6,000 right there, and she's getting way more than that for one game. One game. It's ridiculous. Okay,
I see why there's so
Could have
much.
went to the movies and got so much more and saw a movie.
I'm done with the money thing. I'll do it again. Don't worry, I will. Because I also mapped out how much money that asshat is making for parking. $40 a car. But that's it for me. Nothing else happened. But I did enjoy my time with my cousin. I got to go on the field.
That's cool.
Because my cousin Noah is playing for his junior All-American team, not Pop Warner. He made that very clear to me. And there was like some sort of program, and so they got to go down in the field, and I was on the USC field. It was sick. Garrett, your power to keep in line with the stinky stuff. I don't know why but it's funny. I'm gonna run with it. You have the ability to smell bullshit. So like, someone's talking to you, and they're telling the truth. Like, how was your week? It's a great week, man. I was with my family, and you smell nice, good smell. And then someone else goes, "Hey, how was your time on your vacation?" "Oh man, it was excellent." And they didn't even go on vacation. They were just at the staycation.
Oh man, I met Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
and, we were shooting crabs and drinking a beer.
Yeah, dude, he took him on his private boat, and you just smell it emanating from their person. Yeah, it just invades your nostrils, just the utter crap smell, and you smell it emanating off them until they finish speaking.
Leonardo DiCaprio, huh? Yeah.
Roses smell like
private boat, huh? Okay. Hope he had a good time.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a little rough, it's a curse in the sense that, I mean, people bullshit a lot. Like, you're gonna get a lot of it, but you'll always know when someone's lying to you.
That's a pretty damn good power.
There's some downside, definite downside.
I'll take it. I think worth it. I think.
Yeah. So that's your
pretty
that's your
good.
power. Cool. All right, guys. Well, that's the show for
100.
this week. 100 in the books. Thank you for sticking it out with us. We appreciate you guys being on board along for this ride. We always have a lot of fun. If you do want to support the show, You can do that in a couple different ways, guys. You can rate the show wherever you're listening. Give us a thumbs up or stars
100.
or circles
Likes.
or whatever. Yeah,
Stars,
likes.
circles,
Yeah,
X's and O's.
whatever. If whatever you're wherever you're listening, whatever they do, rate us. Subscribe. We'd appreciate that on YouTube. Subscribe on iTunes. Subscribe on Spreaker. Subscribe Google Play. You get the idea, man.
All of them. Subscribe to all of them.
That would help us a lot. That continues to kind of boost us up in the ranks for more people to be able to find us. And lastly, if you got friends, family, someone you think might enjoy what we're doing, let them know. You know, word of mouth and your advertisement, kind of your, what would you call that?
Patronage.
No, missing a word here.
Just support.
Your recommendation, boom, there we go. It drives more than anything, right? Like that's gonna propel us forward. And if you want to chat with us, give us an email, contact@scspodcast.net. That's where you can find us. Or if you want to chat with us real quick with 240 characters or less, you can find us all on Twitter. You can find us as a group at Super Co-op Squad. You can find us all individually as well. You can find me at JohnnyMac24.
You can find me at GJL3275.
You'll find me at Keeping It 100.
That's not your Twitter handle.
It is, maybe.
I mean, you can change it real quick.
Fine.
I
That's what he's going with. Don't give him a chance.
I changed
All right,
it
guys.
back to it. Asshole. At EternalRedGamer. Subscribe to my channel.
All right, guys.
Not Johnny Max.
We'll see you next week. Until then, I'm Johnny Mac.
I'm Garrett.
I'm Joshua. We did it.